Hello, my name is Alex. Today I will guide you through the Zoom utility and the voiceover screen reader in macOS 10, Snow Leopard. First, let's take a look at the keyboard. As we can see, we have a typical QWERTY keyboard. The keys along the bottom are as follows: FN, Control, Option, Command, and then the spacebar. Keep these keys in mind, for they will be used throughout this presentation. To activate the magnifier, we will hold down the Command and Option keys, and press the number 8 on the top number row. As you can see, nothing has happened. However, the magnifier is running. So how do we make things bigger? If we hold down the Command and Option keys, we can zoom in by pressing the plus key located next to the Delete key on the top row of the keyboard. Okay, so we've made things too big. Perhaps we need to shrink them. Let's keep in mind how we zoom in. We use the Command and Option keys, along with the plus key. To zoom out, we use that key combination, but instead of pressing the plus key, we press the minus key. As you can see, we went from very big to about a medium level of magnification. To turn off our magnifier, we simply press Command plus Option plus 8 again. Now let's take a look at VoiceOver. Returning to the left-hand side of the keyboard on the bottom, we will use the following key combination to turn it on. That key combination is FN plus Command plus F5. You just heard me say that VoiceOver is running, and you saw a little black box appear around the hard drive. This box is known as the VoiceOver cursor. Let's get a closer look at it. To get a closer look, we can simply zoom in to see the cursor in greater detail, as well as its surrounding contents. Let's get a detailed look at the cursor itself. Now that you've seen the cursor, and know what to follow, it'll be easier to see where we are when working with VoiceOver. The key navigation controls are known as the VoiceOver keys, which are Control and Option. If we press Control plus Option plus right arrow, you hear me say, Time Machine, selected volume. What that means is the hard drive used for backing up this computer, which is named Time Machine, is selected. To reverse the process, in other words navigate backwards, we use Control plus Option plus left arrow. I will say, Macintosh HD, selected volume. So we have the volume selected. Let's take a peek inside. To do this, we need to press Control plus Option, which again are the VoiceOver keys, and press the letter O for open. Press the VoiceOver keys with the right and left arrows to navigate. You may see that we've come to a table, or list of information. To get into this table, we must interact with it. Think of it like taking the next step down to get deeper into a pool. We were at the very shallow end, where only our feet were in the water. To get to where we need to be to work with this table, we need to get our knees into the water now. So to get further into the water, in keeping with our analogy, we must press the VoiceOver keys, Shift, and the down arrow. I will say, interact with table, announce the selected item, its credentials, and the total items. We can then use the arrow keys to move among the items. So what's next? How do we leave our interactive state? Remember we use the VoiceOver keys, Shift, and the down arrow to get in here. To get out, we use the same key combination, but replace the down arrow with the up arrow. So how do we close the current window? Press the VoiceOver keys and W to close the window. What if you close the window but a program is still running? Let's see how well you've grasped the VoiceOver command structure. What key should we press, in conjunction with the VoiceOver keys, to quit the program? That's right, Q. Q for quit. So that is a brief look at VoiceOver and the Zoom utility on the Macintosh. One final note on the VoiceOver utility before we part company. The VoiceOver tutorial comes up when you start VoiceOver for the very first time. If, however, you want to come back to it later, there is one very simple keystroke to remember. That keystroke is FN plus the VoiceOver keys plus F8.